Thank you, Senator Ricketts. Next, I'll call on Senator Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome to all three of you. I will say the three of you all have had exceptionally successful business careers, and I appreciate your willingness to serve. I appreciate your willingness to go and represent the United States of America in three critically important countries, and I appreciate your service to the country. Mr. Barrack, I want to start with you. As you know, the International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants against Israeli officials, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, to punish Israel for its campaign against Hamas. Those warrants are disgraceful, they're illegitimate, and they're breathtakingly dangerous to America's national security interests. The warrants are disgraceful because Israel's war against Hamas is a legitimate campaign of self-defense in response to the October 7th terrorist attack. And I believe that our Israeli allies should not stop until they have utterly eradicated Hamas. They are illegitimate because Israel is not a member of the ICC, and the ICC has no jurisdiction over Israel. And they pose an acute threat to the safety and security of Americans because the precedent being set would allow the ICC to prosecute American officials and American troops who are likewise outside the court's jurisdiction. In response to this threat, President Trump issued an executive order. It reads, quote, "The United States expects our allies to oppose any ICC actions against the United States, Israel, or any other ally of the United States that has not consented to ICC jurisdiction." However, Turkey, and Erdogan in particular, have been active in boosting the ICC's campaign. Erdogan said, quote, "We support the arrest warrant." Erdogan met with the ICC prosecutor responsible for the warrants, Karim Khan, and expressed support for the ICC's attack against Israel. Erdogan's position puts both him and Turkey on a collision course with President Trump and with the United States. Please talk a little bit about how, if confirmed, you intend to approach this challenge.
Thank you, Senator. My first advice would not be the welcome wagon to Senator Erdogan, but it would be please don't get on a collision course with President Trump. That would not be a wise direction. My attitude and intention is simple. The practices and policies of the United States, of President Trump, of this body, are my GPS. I'm not a policy maker. I'm an executor of policy, and I would intend to, within the bounds of whatever diplomatic tools I have available, enforce that and make it clear that that is our position.
I think the executive order is an extremely important first step in countering the threats posed by the ICC. It allows the president to impose powerful sanctions against anyone who directly engages in the effort by the ICC to detain Americans or our allies who are not subject to ICC jurisdiction. Those sanctions were long overdue, and it's vital that they be enforced and widened. The prosecutor with whom Erdogan met has already been sanctioned. Last year, Turkish officials and lawyers sought to provide evidence to the ICC against Israel. One of those officials was a former Turkish lawmaker from Erdogan's party. Are you concerned that officials linked to Erdogan and the Turkish government are directly boosting the ICC's attack against Israel?
Senator, thanks for the rendition of facts that I'm actually not aware of in any classified format. My intent is try and get prepared to look forward on issues that are impending and that I'll have some ability to actually dissect and understand. So I can't really render an opinion on facts I don't have in front of me.
Well, I will follow up with you in writing and ask for more views. Mr. Fertitta, you talked in your opening statement about the economic opportunities between the United States and Italy and expanding those opportunities. Share your thoughts on the best opportunities for growth, for more trade and commerce between America and Italy.
Well, thank you, Senator, so much. There's 2,500 companies doing business in Italy from America. And we need to bring more companies over there, and we need to sell more goods to Italy. It's not only Italy that has wonderful products, but the United States of America does too. And so one of my huge goals is going to be to get even more companies over there, and at the same time find a way for the companies that are doing business there to do even more business with the Italian government and the citizens of Italy.
Well, and I can personally attest that last night you were already doing your part with Senator Kelly and me and providing us both with some very fine Italian wine. So for the record, they do an excellent job of that.
Thank you, Senator Cruz.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Senator Scott.